2019 was a absolute gangbusters year, to put it mildly. It was our best year on record, and we were getting so much praise from our customers. We were getting big projects. Everything seemed to be coming together. Marketing was firing on all cylinders. Sales was firing on all cylinders. Our project managers were just fantastic, delivering, executing. Everything was going great. And then we get nominated for Contractor of the Year by Equipment World magazine. And they had a guy come out to interview us, and eventually they invited us to Vegas to participate in ConExpo, which is one of the biggest events of the contractor year. I mean, you have contractors from all different disciplines all over coming to look at new equipment, trade stories, that kind of stuff. But we got to participate as full guests of Equipment World magazine, which was just amazing.
That was a very exciting event to attend, simply because all of the contractors getting to hear the stories of all of the finalists. It was amazing, the work that they were doing, and obviously it was disappointing to lose, but when you knew that you were in such great company, it was a very big honor. And also the fact that, there's thousands of contractors across the country, and the fact that we were one of 12 that were chosen for this was just huge.
So we always have some peaks and valleys throughout the year, but this year was definitely extreme. We had a really, really strong first quarter, and then
the world kind of flipped. I think it was approximately a week later from our return that the state shut down.
Managing the peaks and valleys this year was really, really tricky, and forecasting. Normally we can forecast a couple years into the future, and this year just forecasting a few months was a real big challenge. So I'm proud that we were able to do that. We came out strong. We worked together a lot more regularly. We had a lot more executive meetings than we normally do.
2020 was kind of a crazy roller coaster year, but I think with Rick's guidance and strength of his leadership and pushing us estimators to grind and keep working hard helped us push through a lot of the issues we had.
I think our biggest accomplishment this year is not having a mass layoff. Throughout the history of the company, with regard to the changing economic times, that's one thing that Goodmanson has always prided itself on, is continuing to keep people employed.
A lot of our industry competitors were laying off their staff, and we never had to do that, so I'm really happy that it worked out that way. Things really started to come back strong in the third quarter, and the third and fourth quarter were really strong.
The project that I'm really proud about is the Essence Event Center. And what started as just adding on a little addition turned into doing curbs and sidewalks and patios, and we ended up redoing the whole parking lot. And by the end of it, it totally became a new space, a beautiful space that's going to be for corporate events, wedding events. It's a really cool old school look in the Bandana Square in St. Paul. A job I was definitely proud of, and I'm really proud of the guys that put in all the work on it. They did a fantastic job from start to finish, as usual.
I think what we can look forward to next year is continued growth. After the shutdown in early spring, obviously that severely impacted the amount of business that we had, but in the third and fourth quarter, that's significantly picked up, and we have more contracts signed now than I believe that we've had ever going into the spring, which is very exciting. It means that we can continue investing in technology and in growth of our staff with training and development and all of those things, and of course keep everyone busy so that everyone has a great job to look forward to.
So 2020 was a really rough year, probably the roughest in my entire career, 20 years of being in this business, in this industry. 2020 is easily the most challenging one that I can remember. And I just want to say thanks to our entire staff. Everybody really worked a lot harder this year than they normally have to work.
The people behind the scenes, our office support staff, they were wonderful. If we called with anything, any information we needed, some help on something, because we were putting our nose to the grinding wheel, and we had a lot of support from them.
Guys in the field to people on the sales team, our whole HR and administrative team, Molly, our chief operating officer. We couldn't have made it through this storm without all of the people working really hard on our team.
Our project managers are doing great, keeping everyone on par with the schedule. Operations team is top notch, and our craftsmen, foremen, down to finishers and laborers, they're the best in the industry, and they really make our job easy. So I want to say thanks to everyone between our support staff, office staff, financing, and our installers. A big thank you.
And our customers were really great to work with too. Just that human understanding, the empathy of we're all in this together, really made 2020 come together, and hopefully 2021, like I said, is back to 2019 standards.